Recently, I have received a very weird group of clients, and this is about a challenge that a generation is going through. And what is this challenge? You find a parent calls me and books an appointment to bring their son or their daughter, and shock on me when they come, I find is another adult I'm coming to meet. But from the perspective of the parent, bring this person for counseling, for mentorship, for coaching, or for advice, they are coming seriously looking at their young child. Because the kind of discussion we end up having is a whole 25, 26, 27, 30, even over 30 years old young man who is stuck at home. And the question is, when should a young man leave home? When should a young lady start her own life? When should a parent release the young person to become? When should a mother feel okay, now it's time, move your way? What are the triggers that help parents to be able to release their children to their adulthood? Because this challenge is what you call prolonged adolescence. Prolonged adolescence is a scenario where instead of the young teenager growing up into adulthood between the age of 18 and 23 thereabout, they prolong it. But then to answer this question, we must go back into them days. Our culture, or in every society, the culture helps a lot in growing up humanity, in maturing up individuals. Let's go back to how in the Generation X and even the baby boomers, how they used to do it. You found that when a young person grew up, there were norms, there is a way they were cultured, they were being taught by older men. They would sit into groups, even for circumcision, they go and circumcise their kids together in an age set. A young man would be taught by their culture on how not to sleep in his mother's house and go build their own house. But over time, social conditions that we are living on have changed. But that is not the actual culprit. If you go ahead and dig deeper, you find that we have modernized our lives. So we are living in a different dispensation, and you find that now you have a big house, you have a room for your son, you have a room for your daughter, and then you have taken over what you call overcompensation. So chances are, young man, you're suffering from a sickness that you did not bring to yourself. We, the parent, overcompensated you. We brought in a nanny to feed you, to wash your clothes. I have seen girls in the university who, when they are at home, even their underpants are washed by a nanny. Their beds are literally spread by a nanny. In everything, even you ask them, and somebody is 24, they don't know how to cook. All they have is keeping their nails well. So you challenge that, and you are told you are old-fashioned, you are backward, you are not modern, you don't know the generation, and all that. That is the reason you are stuck. When did you take responsibility of yourself? Because prolonged adolescence has a very, very, very big effect into your life. And I want us to look through a few points together so that you may understand how this thing is really messing you, messing me, messing society, because when you get messed, we are all getting messed. When a young man is courting a girl while he's still in his father's compound, girl that the gentleman has to come and sleep in your house, sleep with you in your house, which you have rented, young lady, because the young man stays with his parents, we are getting it all upside down. So let's look through into what is causing this, and let's go to our first point.